Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really major and honestly highly intentional transformation by content creator Kay. If you've ever wondered how someone's personal academic journey can completely reshape the stuff they make online, well, her recent announcement is literally the perfect example. So let's jump right in, break down her exact words, and map out this brand new direction. Right at the top of her announcement, she drops this exact quote: "A new chapter begins." And she includes these little book and white heart emojis. Right away, that establishes a super intimate literary tone, right? She opens so warmly with "Hi" and "Welcome," which really sets a welcoming stage. She isn't just dropping this massive change on her audience out of nowhere. She's framing it as a collaborative beginning. It's an invitation for us to turn the page with her. Then Kay writes, "If you've been here since my vlogging days, thank you for staying. This channel is beginning a new journey, and I'm so happy to have you with me." There's a pretty stark contrast happening here. On one side, we have what the channel used to be, right? Just sharing her daily life through vlogs, very day to day. But on the flip side, we see the future, sharing what she calls meaningful knowledge straight from her academic journey. And she makes a really beautiful point to express deep gratitude to the loyal viewers who stuck around through that whole vlogging era. She knows their ongoing support is what makes this pivot possible. Now, to really understand this pivot, we kind of have to look at exactly where she is right now. Kay explicitly states she's a third-year English honors student. Putting this front and center is absolutely crucial because it establishes her academic authority. She isn't just casually into books. She is deeply embedded in the rigorous formal study of literature. This context is vital, It explains the depth and the actual source of the new material she's bringing to the table. And here is the absolute core motivation behind the whole shebang. She writes, "Over the years, I've fallen deeply in love with literature, language, and learning." So the huge takeaway here is that this isn't just some strategic rebranding to get more views. No, it is fundamentally driven by a deep personal passion. It's this specific love for language and learning that basically outgrew that daily vlog format and pushed her to dedicate her platform entirely to her academic passions. So what does this actually mean for us as viewers? Well, she lays out a super clear syllabus for the future. From now on, it's all about English literature. She's promising easy-to-understand lessons on literary concepts, poems, novels, drama, the works. But she's also keeping it incredibly practical, offering up important questions and exam guidance. Honestly, it's a wonderfully comprehensive and structured approach that mirrors exactly what she's learning herself as an honors student. In her letter, Kay says, "Instead of sharing my daily life, I've decided to share something even more meaningful, the knowledge I'm gaining throughout my academic journey." Let's actually pause on that exact phrase for a second. Meaningful knowledge. She's making a really conscious distinction here. While daily personal updates are great and definitely have their place, she sees the academic insights and structured learning as carrying a heavier, much more enduring value. She's directly connecting her own intellectual growth to the direct value her audience is going to get. And she makes it crystal clear exactly who belongs in this new space. Kate calls out three distinct groups: about a third school students, a third college students, and a third just general literature lovers. She literally says, whether you're a school student, a college student, or simply someone who loves literature. She's building an incredibly inclusive environment here. You definitely don't have to be enrolled in an honors program to benefit. Whether you're cramming for a high school test, writing a massive college paper, or just reading novels for the pure joy of it, she wants you there. Because ultimately, this is her stated goal. She writes, "I hope this channel becomes a place where learning feels enjoyable and inspiring." And, that's a massive distinction. Studying literature, analyzing some dense drama, or deciphering poetry, it can sometimes feel intimidating, right? Kind of like a chore in a traditional classroom. But Kay is intentionally setting out to create a vibe where that academic rigor is totally matched with joy and inspiration. Which brings us to the real emotional climax of her announcement. She reveals, "This isn't just a change in content, it's the beginning of my dream of becoming a teacher and helping others learn." Wow, right? This is such a beautiful moment of transparency. She's showing everyone the true, deeply personal dream motivating this entire channel pivot. Every single lesson she uploads from now on, every poem she analyzes, they're all stepping stones toward her ultimate life goal of teaching. So let's take a step back and see how this all builds across her journey. You can actually trace a perfectly logical evolution from her text. Step one, of course, was vlogging her daily life, building that initial bedrock connection with her audience. Then, step 2 was her enrollment and progression as an English honors student, where that love for literature really blossomed. Step 3 is exactly where we are right now, sharing that academic knowledge. And step 4, well, that's the future, fulfilling that beautiful dream of teaching. It just perfectly ties every element of her letter together into one cohesive timeline. She closes the announcement so simply and warmly. With love, Kay. It's a small detail, sure, but a really important one. It proves that even though the content is shifting away from personal daily blogs to structured academic lessons, that personal, caring connection with her audience, that hasn't gone anywhere. The subject matter might be getting a bit more formal, but the delivery is still absolutely rooted in love and a genuine desire to connect. Kay leaves us with a very clear, open invitation. Thank you for being here. Let's explore the beautiful world of English literature together, one lesson at a time. So I'll actually turn that right around to you. When you look at her passion, this incredibly structured plan, and that ultimate dream of teaching, are you ready to explore the beautiful world of English literature together? It certainly makes you eager for that very first lesson, doesn't it? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.